So we're determined to help you get your left hand together and matched. You truly believe, I believe, that your right hand is already kind of happening, but often your left is better than your right. But I totally get it, right? So I've gone through, just because you were, after every strike you'd be searching. So I just said, okay, just let the stick lay in your hand. We did a lesson like that. Just let the stick lay in your hand, for crying out loud, right? You got that? Yeah. And I said, and then there's this idea that, we're not going to play with a pointed finger, but it's just a remedial thing. So you get the feeling of the stick laying in the middle finger with a very narrow fulcrum. Okay, so you have that feeling now, and you did nicely. You did well with that. So now I'm gonna, because remember, it doesn't matter which student said, to Richard Wilson, can't you teach this to me in a different way with different words? And Dick said, no. These are the words that I think work best for what I'm describing. And I'm going to continue to use the same words until you understand them. Now, to some extent, maybe that is the correct approach, but I think that every student is different, and I'm not necessarily locked into using the same approach over and over. I can find other ways to help a student get something. So, pardon me. So let's look at this now, because you're coming along whether you know it or not. Now, we have this grip, right? This grip seems a little daunting, perhaps, but it's really not. It's not that big a deal. But it has to be correct. And one of the things I had to do one point was really the Carlos thing, where he gives it a good squeeze in the three fingers and creates a groove in the thumb, right? But we don't play with the stick squeezed like that. So then we relax it a little bit. Just try that with me for a minute. Get to know your three-finger Maurice Spivak grip. So you're just going to take the three fingers. You know what they look like by now. Now hold the stick up like me. Copy me. And you know how to take your fourth and fifth off. And your thumb is going to send energy right to somewhere in between the first finger and the middle finger. And it's going to be nice.
But I get a lot of all tension here. I hear when I do this.
Well, yeah, you would have tension. I want you to squeeze right there. Well, yeah, it would if you kept squeezing. Yeah, you couldn't play this way. Now take your fourth off. Can you take your fourth off? Yeah. See, that's your little three-finger grip. Try to get the thumb low enough so that it's sending pressure not to the first finger. Now, imagine it's sending pressure somewhere in between the first finger and the middle. Don't have your thumb up here. Lower your thumb. See, we're able to do it like this. See what I've been messing with you, coming at you different ways? It's okay. This isn't how we're going to play. Take your first finger, just hold the stick like I showed you this other remedial thing where it's just thumb and middle finger. Take your first finger off. You did it all last week. There you go. Now bring the middle finger up a little closer to the thumb, or the thumb down to the middle finger. But keep the other fingers off. Yeah, now let me see it. Yeah, now put your that's really good. Now put your first finger on. But let me see it. You're out of frame. You're out of frame. Don't bring your thumb up. Yeah, so the thumb can literally, you could play with just your middle finger and thumb, remember? So you can send pressure more directly to the middle finger. Now put your first finger on and imagine the pressure from the thumb going somewhere right in between the two. Go ahead and put your finger from the middle of your thumb nail across and show me what that would look like. Put your first finger on. Now with your other finger, the other hand, show there, right from the middle of the thumb. That's right. Goes, yeah. Put it on top and feel it in between. Right. Don't put your other finger into it. It was really good. It looks really good right now. Put your other hand and run it across. Now feel it on the bottom of your middle finger or on the top of your middle finger. No, come on, keep your finger here. I don't mind. And you can feel the first finger bump into the tip of the first finger too. Can't you?
Say it again, please.
Sure. If you put your first finger of your other hand in between,
Yes.
you can feel it kind of trapped in there. You can't push it out. It's on the tip. He's saying, what should the tip look like? It should look like that. It's curled around just enough so you can't run this finger up. It'll bump into it. And this finger can't go down because it's going to be on top of the middle finger. It's perfect right now. It's really good. See? Now I'm starting to feel pain in here. This muscle, the whole hand feels tight. I want to do that too. Maintain that, but it shows you where the grip will be. Now we just feel that and we relax it. But don't change the position of that. Squeeze it tight for a sec just to remind yourself. And what would it feel like if you put your finger and then you relax it and you just recognize that it's not going to be tight. Now you can have that position and it can be really loose. You don't have to be tight. It's so loose, we just fall. Yeah, looks really good right now. Now just getting a grip in this technique is a big success. So it's like a major award at Christmas.
So
Okay,
quickly,
yeah,
on the first finger, it doesn't curl around the stick. It just lays in the groove of the first finger.
well, describing the exact position, and I have drawings in the Modern Drummer articles that help you get your eyes around what's happening. But you know what you just did? It is in the crack of the first knuckle, meaning the knuckle closest to the tip of the index finger. It's right in there, right? But it's what you just did. Give it a good squeeze, and that'll teach you where it would be. And then put your other finger across, running the energy from the middle of the thumb give it a really good squeeze. I don't care if it hurts. Come on, keep your other finger there. You don't want to do that. Why don't you want to lift up your right hand and put it? Why is that so painful for you? Now give it a good squeeze right there. Give it a really good squeeze. Now relax it a little. Okay, that's what the first finger looks like. There's no talking. It's a feel thing. Do you feel it? You can take your other hand away. That's what the position of the first finger. Right? That's it.
Really, it's in the crack of the first knuckle, like you said. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to curl around it.
Well, it's just curled a little enough so that if you put your other hand there, it won't go up. If it was pointed, maybe it would go up. It's curled around a little. It's just what it is. If you give it a good squeeze, it'll go into the right position. Take the stick out of your hand and hold a marble like this. Give it a good, come on, hold a marble right here with your, there. Give it a squeeze. Hold a pea right there. What's happening? That would be the position if you were holding a marble or a pea. Now we're going to hold a stick and we're going to let the body teach us. This isn't some guy telling you this is what you're supposed to. This is a natural thing that I want you to feel. Now give it a good squeeze. There. See your first finger curled just a little. Now relax it. Just relax it. See, that's what it would look like. Now you tell me where it is. Now you teach me. Because that's it. Whatever your body just did to accomplish that is the answer. It looks really good right now, Steve. Okay. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. Now. Well, we were squeezing for maybe longer than we should have, because I'm feeling some of that too. Right? But that gives you that position in there. And the back two fingers have very little to do with it. Okay, now watch. Watch. Let's try this today. Excuse me. Let's try this now. So let's Sometimes Dick would take this very pad, the one that I inherited, I guess, and it would be leaning on his wall. You can see it in my videos where the pad he used to teach on, which eventually was replaced by an even hipper pad. He would hold it down real low, right? To have you feel a particular thing. I want you to feel this particular thing now. Now this floor, I've been all over you about the floor because you lose your floor constantly, right? So the floor now, we're going to bring the floor up here. Come on up. Keep your seat. There you go. Now what we're going to do is make a tap like that. Yeah. Keep your arm up a little. Don't keep you can't even keep this. It's got to be flat, and then you're just going to turn down. Just put the stick on the surface for a minute. Let me see what it looks like. But up here, this is your floor now. My floor is way up here. Floor is way up here. There you go, something like that. And put your stick on the surface so I can see how high you are. You keep your floor here. Now relax your arm. Your arm doesn't need to be out here to come up here, does it? It's up here. Just a little higher. Just bring your arm up a little more. Bring it up. Keep the stick down. Just put the stick. That's where it's there. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's okay. There's a little space. Keep your floor here though. Take your other stick and put it on here. Oh, it's gotta be. Yeah. That's your new floor. Look. I can get it parallel to the actual floor. Yeah, just hold it there for a minute. That's where it's going to be. Okay, now, and don't let the butt end bump into you have to move the butt end back so your back of your hand doesn't hit it. So you have to move the stick back, yeah. Okay, so that's your floor, essentially. And it's true. This is giving you a way to document to yourself exactly where your new floor is. Okay, so we're just going to do this. No, I'm up higher than you. You're down here. I'm trying to show you something. Okay, so keep this floor right here, and let's see. You can bring it back up. Just tap down and bring it up. Tap down and bring it up. You have your 3-finger grip?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really tight, but I've got it.
Okay, it has to be as tight as it does. You can feel how tight it needs to be, or you'll drop the stick. Right? You got to hold it. Only thing holding it, it's got to be tight enough to hold the stick. If I'm too loose, I'll drop the stick. You have to hold the stick. Okay. All right. So you tell me. Now let's analyze this. Where are you landing on the bead? If you're not, okay, you can keep it there. That's okay. I like a little higher. I like your floor to be a little higher. This is for demonstration purposes only. Yeah, you got to keep it there. Now go ahead and make a strike. And where are you landing on the bead?
Half an inch from the head.
Where? I didn't hear what you said, Steve.
About a half an inch from the head, I think.
No, I didn't say were you waiting. I said were you landing on the bead. See, there's all kinds of stuff your right doesn't know either. You can do this in your right, and I can show you that your right is just as lacking in education as your left. Now your left is going to be able to teach your right. Okay? You do have to hold the stick. When we're playing drums, we have to hold the stick. So you have to learn how to just create a grip and hold a stick. You shouldn't be all freaked out and hurting. You have to hold the stick no matter how you do it. You've got to wrap your hand around and hold it enough so that it doesn't fall out of your hand. So whatever grip you're using, you have to hold the stick. Here we're just holding it up front more. It shouldn't hurt any more. You can hold it in the back, but once you get this thing going, you're going to have to hold on to it. no matter what grip you decide on, right? Okay, so you're gonna come up here again. You already sunk down. I know you're a bigger guy than me, but you gotta get your arm up a little. And now, I don't know what you're doing right now. I guess you're just experimenting and feeling, which okay. Now it's a new toy. It's a new Christmas gift. And we're up here. I'm way up here. Look how high I am. Yeah, and then yeah, there you go. Yeah, and you're gonna make a tap and tell me where you're landing on the bead.
Kind of on the tip.
Well, okay, right. So let's okay. There you go. You're on the tip. And Dick would Dick typically say? He would scream it at you. If you lead with your arm when you're making an upstroke, you're gonna get the tip. And there'd be a famous drummer who I won't mention. We're all hanging out with Dick at one of our hangs. We've got a video playing of an educational. He goes, you hear that every time in his left? What? You hear tick, tick. The right isn't doing that. Tick, goes tick. He's got a nice round sound, and he goes tick, tick. Oh yeah. He goes, what's he doing? He's not getting the bottom of the beat. He's playing. Dave Weckl, when I hung out with Dave, I took a lesson with Dave. I told him about the bottom of the beat thing. First he thanked me for that when I saw him after that at a gig. And he said, I love the bottom of the bead thing. And he was apparently, according to some of my friends, they heard him in clinic talking about Richard Wilson and the bottom of the bead. So he was actually giving Richard Wilson credit. Bottom of the bead. We're not going to get the bottom of the bead here, which is okay. I'm showing you something right now. Right? Because I told you I'm going to figure out a way to get this across. I might change my words. It's doing this. Or we could stop down. You can stop down. You don't have to come up. You could stop down. Stop down. Stop down. Yeah, lift it up. Come down. You gotta keep your floor up high. You never maintain a floor. No, I just want you to lift it up and come down and stop. Lift it up and come down. Keep your floor higher. Don't let it sink. There, lift. Point down, point down. Arms back down at the floor, down here. I don't know how to help you get there. If you can't maintain, all right? I don't know how can I do this? It's a little high, but okay. Go ahead and put your other stick on your leg, like me. This will trap you into it. No, you gotta take your other stick and put it on your leg.
It's on my leg.
No, sticking up on your leg.
Oh, here you mean, okay.
On your other leg. On your other leg.
My right or left?
On your left leg.
It's on my right leg right now.
No, put it on your left leg. Other leg. Right. Now turn it over so the bead is pointing down. Put the bead part on your leg. No, put the bead of the stick on your leg. Yeah, because I don't want you to hurt your wrist. Now put your wrist on top of it. Can you reach the surface?
No.
Too high, huh? That's what I thought. Could you put the stick on your chair? Put it on your stool.
Still too high.
No, you can bend you can get to it, can't you? You can't quite get down? Almost. Oh, we're close. You don't have anything. Do you have your lemonade bottle or something? Okay. Don't worry. Do you have that? You want to go get it? I'll put it on pause. You can go get it.
Let me try this real quick.
Okay. There you go. Now, don't point your first finger. Come on, you got to hold it with the three. That's all you got. Back fingers have nothing to do, or very little to do with it. Good. Now just touch the surface while you're up there. Yeah, I can keep this, but I like what you just did. That's very cool. Okay? And you're just touching. And you lift it up and make a note. There, keep it there. Did you point your first finger? Maybe not. Is this 3 fingers? Take the other 2 off just for fun. Come on, take your other back fingers off. There you go, make a tap. Okay, okay, and good. You have a 3-finger grip. And you land, you just point down. Now, and you said you're landing on the tip. Do it again and notice, don't first finger. There you go. Yeah, you do it. Point down. It's great. Okay, and so you're landing on the tip. Now let's talk about where you're landing within the context of the grip itself. Where are you landing? Now, where could it land? You give me the different possibilities of where it could land. It's a 3-finger grip, so of course within the 3 fingers is probably, but pretty simplistic, most elemental way to describe all the myriad of places it could land. Where would it be? When you land on the tip, where do you feel it?
Where do I feel it?
You see, this is great, right?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I think this is really going to help you today. I'm hoping for a breakthrough. Well, feel it in you've got 3 fingers. You got your thumb, the middle finger, you're sending energy in between the first finger. You don't have, I don't know what you're doing. Why are you wiggling around? What's happening?
I don't know. It does that on me. I'm not trying to.
Oh, okay. Well, then point it down and touch it on the surface and just leave it there. Don't put your first. There you go. He's not doing that. Now take your other hand away. Now I can't get you to put the other hand. You don't need it. Yeah. You might need to stabilize the pad of the other one that's holding it up. Okay, lift it up and come down and feel where it lands in your hand. Lift it up and make a note. There, leave it there. It's not wiggling around. Leave it there. Where did you feel it in your hand? Do it again. Notice where you felt it. Where do you feel it? If it starts to wiggle, you can just rest it on the surface. Rest it on the surface. Leave it there. Yeah. Why are you pointing your first finger? There you go. You have your Carlos 3-finger grip. Okay. Now this time, you can leave it right on the surface for a sec if you start to wiggle. Now lift it up and make a note and feel it in your hand. Where's it landing? Put it on the surface. Don't wiggle. Put it there. Yeah. Starts to wiggle. Stabilize it. Where do you feel it? Where do you feel it in your hand? Where do you feel it?
I don't know. Like I can't control it.
You just make one note and stop. Now put it on there. So you're not feeling yet, right? And you're not hearing, right? And you're not seeing, but you will. Well, you're just resting on a thing. You've never hung out for an hour at a party with your arm on a banister or something. It's very relaxing to do that. There, your grip's perfect. Okay, now watch. When I'm up here with a 3-finger grip and I land on the tip. Are you staying with me? I didn't ask you to play. Now you need to listen, Steve. Steve, I'm about to give you the answer and you've gone off. Don't go off. Stay with me. I land on the tip. You were correct. You felt that. But you couldn't relate it here. It moves the fulcrum up to the first finger and thumb. Even if I'm thinking of running the energy through the middle, I feel it up here. Now see if you can feel that. Feel it up there? It's got to land somewhere. If it's a machine, if you're building a bridge or a machine, it's called moment force or moment of force. The force has to be felt in the contraption somewhere specific, or the bridge will break and thousands of people will plunge to their deaths driving over a bridge that wasn't properly constructed. You need to know what part of your hand is the moment of force when you land in that position. You're just building a bridge, man. This is no big deal. Okay, relax your arm. Let it rest on the banister. Now turn and feel it land in the thumb and first finger. Feel it up there?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I can understand that. Go ahead and take off all your fingers but the thumb and first finger.
Okay.
Okay, now do that again and make a note. Feel it in your first finger and thumb?
Yes.
Okay, good. You have to, no matter where you play, you're going to feel. Now go and put your middle finger on. Do the Carlos thing where you're sending energy somewhere. Got a 3-finger grip. Okay. Okay. Now this time instead of being up here and landing to the front of the hand, I want you to lower your arm. Do you have anything that's not quite as tall as your pad? Something a little lower? Something that would get you about 4 inches off the surface above? Okay, so you can keep this new floor. Now this is your floor. Now your floor is lower. Okay, now go ahead and turn up and land and tell me where do you land now?
Maybe an inch above the pad.
No. Where are you landing in the hand? That's what we're talking about. Good. You don't quite know. Keep thinking about it because I'm going to give you something cool here. Come back up real high. Now you don't need the other. Come up. No, stay with me now. Come up high. Okay. Land on the tip and in the first finger and thumb. Come on. Lift it up and land there. No, lift it up and bring it down. Bam. First finger, thumb, tip. Now come down. Now come on up and go bam. Good. Keep your floor up here. Lift it up. Lift it up. Turn to the ceiling. 3-finger grip and go bam. Good. Where did it land?
Do it one more time.
Good. You got you thinking. Keep your floor in it. Don't lower your floor anymore. You'll ruin the experiment. Changed, didn't it? It's a little different. Now, Steve.
Yeah.
Listen to the sound. I'm going to listen to the sound. Here I am with my floor up high. Don't play. I'm going to bring the floor down to where you are now. Hear the difference in tone?
Yes.
Listen. Tip. Where am I now? I'll tell you where I am. Interesting, isn't it? Because you haven't been listening. You're right, doesn't know any of this. Now, you're landing somewhere further back on the bead. It's not quite on the tip anymore because you moved your floor. And the moment of force in the hand has changed. Now it feels like it's landing somewhere where you're sending energy right across, more in there maybe. Yeah, but got to bring your floor up enough to feel it. There you go. And turn and see if you can feel it in that Carlos slot. This one right here. Keep your floor up. Turn up. There. Good. Try to feel it in that slot. Now come back up high. Come back up high. Now feel it in the first finger and thumb. Land on it. Oh, you got to turn up. No, turn your wrist up. And keep your floor up high. There, you're on the tip and you're on your first finger and thumb. Now come down a little bit. Lift it up and come down and you'll land a little further back in your hand. You're further back in your hand. Now watch. Now we're going to come down to this floor. Maybe the real true floor. Down here. Down. Let your arm hang by your side. Let your arm hang by your side. This is how you get the all of them could be a natural floor. Okay, it's the waiting place or the resting spot. It's your zero bias line. Now we're going to move the floor down here. Lift the stick up and go like that. Now where'd you land? Where'd you land on the bead? What part of it?
The left side.
A little further back, isn't it?
Yeah.
And where'd you land in your hand?
I'd say in the middle finger.
More middle finger. Now go back up here. First finger and thumb. Come on. You gotta turn up. You just don't go wiggling down. So lift your stick up, dude. Turn your wrist. Turn. It's there. Now come down lower. And the stick not too low. Come on, stay with me, Steve. You're up on the. Come on, up. There's 3 places. You got the high floor. There. You gotta turn your wrist. You have to turn your wrist. There, there. Now come down 4 inches. Keep it there. Turn your wrist. It's further back in your grip. It's the Carlos spot. Okay, now come right down to the bottom floor. Come down to the bottom floor. Now come on, turn your wrist. Turn your. Now it's landing on the back finger, isn't it?
Yeah.
You didn't know any of that. It sounds different now. You have a different sound, like 3 different drummers.
But it's.
So listen.
Okay.
Yeah. Just listen to me. Here's my high. Don't play, but you can keep it there if you want. Here's my high floor, and it's landing on the tip of the bead, and it's landing. A moment of force is first finger and thumb. Now it's landing here. Now it's landing in that Carlos, more of the Carlos slot. It's moved further back in the hand. It's landing somewhere else in the hand now. And now I'm going to come down, all the way down. And now it lands further back. And now I have that sound.
But can I ask you, Kevin?
Listen. Tip. First finger, thumb. Carlos slot. So it's more in the little move back on the bead, maybe somewhere closer to the middle of the bead. And then now it's landing towards more further in back of the hand. And I'm landing further back on the bead. Now, what did you want to ask me?
Does your muscles tighten up here when you're doing this? Because it sounds like there's you're holding the grip, of course, so you've got to do that, but there's still some looseness to allow the stick to breathe or to hear the sound.
No, I'm just, you're making this, no, that's not what's changing the sound. What's changing, I have a 3-finger grip and I'm changing my floor so that the stick lands in different places on the bead and lands in different places in the 3-finger grip. Either have the first finger and thumb landing, which is tip, then you have the Carlos slot in the middle, which is further back on the bead, and then you have what we would consider the actual floor. This is Dick would teach you, he'd want you to learn about down here. And then it lands further back, more towards the middle finger. The grip isn't changing. I'm not thinking about looseness. I'm changing my sound by keeping the grip the same and changing my floor. Never even thought of that. So you see, things can change quickly. So now you have the ability to change your sound. You just hold it. I know you want more. Are you giving it loose? No, I'm changing my I'm just holding it with a Carlos grip. And I either land on the first finger and thumb, I land in the slot by lowering my floor, or I land on the bottom of the bead, and I'm down at the floor, and I get a lower tone. So I'm down here. The script is identical. You need to experiment with that for a second, because you've got something, you're looking for things in the wrong place. Yeah. So you don't do it like, well, you could do it, but yeah, it looks already better. You got a much better understanding of the overview. You have a better overview. Now go ahead and lift your arm up high. Keep your grip. Don't change your grip. No, I don't mean a throw. I mean, you're changing your floor. Yeah, now you turn and you're going to get the tip and you're going to get first finger thumb. There, and then hear it. Feel it. Now lower the floor to the middle floor. A little further back. Now get all the way down to the bottom floor. Back finger. You already sound better. Go ahead.
Right now, I couldn't do a double stroke because everything's tight and grip. I just can't.
You're wrong, and I'll show you in a minute. I'm pausing. You just stick with that. You're always jumping ahead. You can't be satisfied with this huge discovery. Now go to the tip. Developing your wrist turn. Don't give me a throw. Just raise your floor. Lay on the tip. That's how you turn your wrist. Go to the first finger and thumb. You know it's going to land there. Come on down. Go to the Carlos slot. There, keep turning. Now come all the way down. You're sounding good, Dan. Pausing the camera for a moment. Okay, so you're mentioning that you're feeling tightness, which, okay. So right now, so again, so Steve, just let me gab for a moment. You couldn't get your head around what I meant by where do you feel it landing in your hand? No idea, but now you do.
I do, yes.
You know you do, and you didn't really understand what the floor is until I showed you that the floor could be anywhere you decide it is, but it's going to change your sound and it's going to change how you play. Although maybe we could play using this technique with a higher floor or some other floor, but it wouldn't be as efficient. Okay. So it was just physics. Just physics. There's no. What is interesting is when you know, Einstein developed the theory of relativity, but it's just math. It seems like magic. It explains a lot, but it's just math. Okay, so now you understand the mathematics or the engineering involved. Your grip looks great right now. Now you're saying you're feeling something in your body. It's just, and your body is an engineering masterpiece, as you know, right? The world's greatest the universe's greatest architect may have been responsible for building this perfect machine. Okay, so right, so it's just a machine. Okay, so let's analyze your machine, because your machine is the same as my machine, pretty much. No, don't play. What are you doing? Just hold it there, because I thought we've now found that the floors are a big deal, and it looks good. This has a particular angle. It's like a 90-degree angle? You know, Dick Wilson, when he was injured as a kid as a passenger on a motorcycle, was in a full body cast. Maybe they set his arm like this so he could only practice, and he kept practicing in his full body cast. I could hardly move my arms. Okay, now, pardon me. So, we just want the floor. We don't want to play because we're going to analyze another part of it, because you're a little bit obsessed with it, which is okay. We're artists. We can be obsessive. It's part of the charm of, you know, we're allowed to be, you know, a little bit eccentric. You know, it's been said that, you know, typically there's the day of rest. You're familiar with the day of rest.
Excuse me just a moment. I think I turned my alarm off on my car. There we go. Good. Thank you.
So, you know, there's a day of rest, the seventh day of rest. Steve?
Yes.
Right? You know the day of rest?
Right. Sunday.
Rest. Well, it's been said that there is a day of madness. 1/7 of all of your time should be you let yourself be a little crazy, or you're not a real sane, normal human being, especially as an artist. So we're allowed to be a little bit mad and obsessive at least 1/7 of the time there. Now, if you're just down here at the floor, what do you feel tension? Really tight. It's really tight. Do you feel tension right now? Do you?
Just a bare minimum. It's when I play, I tighten up.
Those are just words right now. We're scientists now. We're analyzing something. Okay, good. Now lift the stick up and tell me what you feel. Yeah, just like you did.
I don't feel anything.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, there is a little tension though. Muscles can only pull. So let's be scientific.
Right.
We're just yakking, just saying stuff. You can feel the muscles in front of the elbow. They have to pull or contract. Feel them? But it's not really tight. There's a little tension, but nothing really uncomfortable. It's more, now let it go down. And they release. Don't lose your 3-finger grip. Just maintain a nice comfy. Don't start pinching with your thumb, because your thumb's no longer sending energy to the Carlos thing. So that other experiment will no longer work. Good, there you go. You have a normal grip now. Okay, you feel nothing. Now when you turn up, the muscles contract and they don't hurt. And when you pull down, stay with me, you're jumping ahead. There's nothing. It's a nothing burger. Now, the muscles underneath in front of the elbow are going to contract in the other direction, or contract. Go ahead. Yeah, did that hurt?
No, just shake, that's all.
It didn't hurt, did it? In fact, going down is almost easier. Go and lift it up and feel the muscles contract here. And because of gravity on the planet, you don't really need, you can add muscular force from these muscles, or you can just release that and it'll fall. It's really easy. There's no tension. So why are you having tension? You are playing. That's all you're ever doing, is what you just did. Wait, you're going to find some way to rationalize. But if that's all you're supposed to be doing, what are you doing, right? Don't do that. If that's all, and that's a big turn, there is no tension, not the kind you're talking about. Okay, what do you want to say? I know you want to say something. Go ahead.
You go ahead. I say sometimes, I think when I grip, I'll feel the tension in here. I don't know, they're trying to squeeze too hard. I'm not sure what it is. But anyway.
Okay, well then you might be squeezing too hard, but that's what you just did to demonstrate. Don't pinch with the tip of your thumb, right? Remember, Dick would make fun of guys that played simple time by doing this, not to mention any names, right? It's the Carlos grip sending energy across like that. You don't need to be too tight. You knew how tight you were. You were doing this, and you were doing this, and you were doing, just have to hold the stick with the 3 fingers. Okay, now go ahead and lift the stick up and let it come down. Lift it up. No tension. Let it come down. It's even maybe less tension if you use gravity. Lift it up. Let it come down. There's your landing on to the back of the grip. Beautiful on the bottom of the bead. Do it faster. Up, down, lift, release that, lift, release that, lift. You can add muscular force. It's beautiful right now. Beautiful stroke, Steve. Now go tap, lift, release, release. Keep lifting it to the same place over and over. There. You don't have to work hard down or up or anything. Just turn your wrist. Yeah. Now go tap, turn. Use your arm. It's got to be wrist. There, it's becoming wrist. There it is. Put the other hand with that. You've got a floor. Your arm is the same angle. It's not bad. Don't hold real tight. Just turn. Add the other hand. Tap. Find your floor. You can just keep turning. Where you stop doesn't matter, because you just keep turning. Now go up on the tip. Play up on the tip. So yeah, now play like that. But no, don't give me a throw. We're not going into a Dick Wilson throw. We're just changing your floor. It's different. Okay? Yeah, now turn. You have to lift the stick up. See, you're right there. There it is. Now it's so slow, you have to decide you're going to stop down or stop up. At that point, it just become a little bit. Don't lower your floor, or you'll ruin your experiment. Tip. Look, turn your wrist. I'm coming up to my eyeglasses. I'm coming coming up to the neck. No, I'm up here. What are you doing? Yeah. Come up to your eyeglasses. No, your arms are here, and you turn your wrist up to your eyeglasses. Thank you. That's turning your wrist. That's called a wrist turn. And you're landing on the tip, which you should be. Okay, now lower, right? Now lower your floor and come down here. Not all the way, up here somewhere. Now you're landing kind of in the Carlos area, aren't you? Don't have to be too tight or too loose or anything. And now come down to the actual floor. Okay, you got it. Now that's bring the floor back up. Now turn up to your, come on, give me a turn up to your chin. Now we're gonna go faster. Up to your chin. You gotta turn your right, dude. You have to turn your right up to your chin. There you go. Now lower that somewhere between and feel the stick land in the middle of the grip. Now come all the way down. Change your sound and land on the back middle finger of the grip. There you go. Come back up. Turn your wrists up to your chin. Tip, first finger and thumb. Come down a little. Middle of the hand. Don't go sideways to your left. Straight up and down. Now come down to the floor, actual floor.
Oh. Oh.
You're like playing 16th notes at 80. Now, if you were twice as fast. Really good. Now, if you start to feel tension, and by the way, that's what Murray invented. The human body has a built-in release, or a release available. Because Murray would say, even though we discovered that if all you're doing is holding the stick and there's no tension, and you lift it up and there's no tension, and then you come down and there's no tension, but once you get this thing going long enough, and maybe with enough volume, at a certain point, the muscles don't have a chance. They're contracting so quickly that you will build up lactic acid and it will become more, it will at a certain point, yes. And Murray would say, and that's when you involve an upstroke and you get a release to release some of that tension. You're not there yet. So yes, you at a certain point, enough of this, enough speed, enough volume, some tension will build up. Okay, so you know that because we're human beings. And we have a way to relieve that tension. It's called an upstroke. That's where you give your body a chance to relax. But we don't need to get into that quite yet, right? So, what is this? Okay. So, you're doing really, okay, so you have more knowledge now. There's been no shaking. You're just bam, 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 bam. Really good. You sound really solid. Okay. Now, you said, well, but I'm holding, but I'm holding so tight that I couldn't play doubles. I wouldn't be able to play doubles with it this tight. Well, it's the same grip, and this is where we get into pressure changes. your release. Release, 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 release. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, but we're down at the floor. With this grip, now what you haven't learned is the pressure changes, and there are pressure changes. The whole thing becomes compressed as you speed up. And the way to start to learn how the hand should feel when it's rebounding is the Chad Wackerman. And then you'll start, your hand will do it automatically for you if you learn this grip. And if you learn this floor, it works. Now, it is kind of magical, but once again, it's really just physics. Okay? So, how do we do Chad? Let's see if we can get rebound. You have your 3-finger grip, right? Correct? And we're sending energy somewhere to the middle. I find myself aiming for that. Even when I'm down at the floor, it has moved further back. But even within the context of down here, I can roll up to the tip a little. One first finger thumb. I can roll up a little. Right? I can come back a little. Or I can come down a little. So I can decide which fulcrum I want to use. I kind of find myself leaning towards this spot that you identified earlier. Somewhere in there. Okay, so if we're aiming for that spot, for instance, Chad Wackerman, floor is not up here. It could be. How would you do it? First finger thumb. Or down here. Or down here, which is what Dick Wilson would teach us. Down here. Let your arm hang to find this truly Dick Wilson authentic. It's lower than you think. Now okay, so we lift up, not using our arm. The thing you did before, there's no tension. 3-finger grip, I can feel this area. And I turn and I'll land right there in the grip. But if you go sideways, you're going to land somewhere else. Yeah, just let it fall. Just almost, you don't have to play that hard. Lift it up and let gravity bring it down. There, almost. Where's it landing in the hand? Can you play more gentle? Now, if you moved in slow motion, what would it look like without letting it rebound? Just move. And come down slow. No, that's not slow motion. Come down in slow motion. See your thing? Yeah, see how it stays flat. It doesn't go sideways. You could almost come down that slowly and get it to rebound. Just come down and let it rebound. Yeah, that's just like that. Come on down. Yeah. Going somewhere through there. You don't turn your wrist. You just let it. That's why I had you doing that. Oh, okay, let's go back to this. Thumb and middle finger only. But you have to be at the floor. And you're just going to let it rebound. There. Now you put your first finger on. And it's a little more firm. And I'm going to aim for somewhere right in here. And I'm going to get that. Like that. See, you have a 3-finger grip right now. What happens at the bottom is so subtle, I don't even want to talk about it. You know, if we're just turning for one note, it's not really going to happen. But you know that we get this little. See, if you just come down slowly and touch with the 3-finger grip, come on, straight up and down. No, just touch. If you just touch, the butt end will stay on the palm, right? Butt end on your palm?
Yes.
Good. Now just bend a tiny bit more and it'll come away. tiny bit more. It's away. Just no more than that. And now it can now lift up the stick because it's coming. Nope. With your other hand, we'll start again. You have to stay with me. I know you're on a tiny. We're not sideways. We're flat. Remember the floor, flat. Up here, it's flat. Okay. Is it on your palm?
Yeah, it's off my palm.
Good. Don't pinch your thumb. Okay. Now, okay. Let it stay on the palm. You're touching. Now just roll down a tiny bit more so it comes off the palm. You have to turn your wrist just a little more. There. It's off the palm.
Yes.
Good. Now just lift the stick up with the other hand. See it pull the middle finger away a little? Pulls on the middle finger, doesn't it?
Yes.
Goes through that Carlos area.
Yes.
Spot. Now just drop it. There. Now, as you lift it back up, the putt end is going to touch the palm. And you lift it back up. Keep your grip. Turn up, turn up, turn up. Keep your floor. Because you know at that floor, the stick is going to land further back. I'm thinking maybe Carlos. And go ahead and just turn. And if you follow through just enough, like that, it bounced. Yeah, it looks beautiful. That was kind of, and you lift it up, and you're going to land right there. Because if you're at the floor, at that floor, the Richard Wilson floor, it does that. If you go slamming down, you never get the band and it won't come away from the palm. You have to turn. What you've been doing all day. Lift it up. Not how hard you come down, it's just you have to get to the floor, let your hand open by turning just a little further. Tight. There. Now this time, after you get 4 notes, gotta have the floor. I want to find my floor. Somewhere here. Down here somewhere. So I lift it up. And I know that when I get to the floor, there's going to be a little tiny opening, but nothing to speak of. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And lift. 3-finger grip. You didn't open your hand or anything. The only thing that opened your hand was this little follow through. And you still keep your 3-finger grip. That helps you really identify that Carlos place. Show it to me again with the other hand. Need your other hand to show me. I couldn't get you to do that spot. Now you're up here. If you're at the floor, it's going to land somewhere right in there. If you're up here, it's going to land on the tip. And you can still get it to rebound. But we want the sound and the feeling of the efficiency of being down at this floor. Okay, we lift it up, just like that. You know you're going to land. You know it lands here when you're down at the floor with a 3-finger grip. 1, 2, and lift. Lift it right after. That's how you're going to time it. Rebounds. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift. Lift. 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to land here if you're at the floor. If you're truly at the floor, it's got to. It's just math. It's physics. That's all it is. We're just building a bridge. We're architects of drums. It's got to work. It has to. Okay? What did you just do? 3? Now I know if I'm at the floor, it's going to land right here, and I'm going to get, got to be at the floor. I'm going to get 2 and lift. Got 3. You didn't lift soon enough. Do it again. You're done. You got it. You got it. Have a grip. It's not really tight. It's just, you know what it is. Now we could do that up here. You want to have fun up here? Now we're going to turn up to your glasses. Turn. Not your arm. Because the turn is going to open you up at the bottom. You know that it'll happen. This little thing will happen even if you're up here. It's got to, right? But you're going to land on the tip. You're going to land on the tip, and you're going to have first finger and thumb fulcrum now. Let's do it together. Lift it up, and then let's see, multiple rebounds. You're on the first finger and thumb, aren't you? You almost don't need don't pinch your thumb. Yep, you can almost do it without because it's so first finger oriented. Yeah, just it lands there, doesn't it? Lands on the tip. Yeah, Now we're coming down and we're moving our floor to that in-between position. And we lift it up. Now it's going to land somewhere more towards the center. No, if you follow through that much, you're spoiling it. It's this tiny little thing to reveal the fulcrum. Do it again. Okay, multiple rebounds, yeah. You're up here, it's going to land a little further back on the bead. Yeah, don't go using your arm. You just leave the arm right here. Don't let your arm get lower. My arm stays right here. Look, put your other finger on your arm. Other finger on your arm. Okay, keep it here. There. It's got to land somewhere further back. Now we're going to come all the way down to the desired floor. Come on down to the floor. Let your arm go. Find the floor. Also, if you have a proper grip, it won't look like this. It'll look more of an extension of your forearm. Because you have this grip. So it's going to just bath. Yeah. Yeah. Now you're down here. Put your finger here just to help you remember where the floor is. Come on, be down at the floor. The floor is lower than that's where your floor is. Now you know it's going to land further back on the bead, more towards the middle finger. Okay? So keep this here. We lift it up. There. That's what it is. Now go ahead and just give me two. Give me two again. Two, lift. You have to lift it right away. Two and lift. Do it again. And lift. Gotta lift it. Get it. Capture the momentum back up. There. Got three, which is harder, maybe. You have to lift it back up. After you hear the second note, lift it back up. It'll come to your palm. There. Now let's see if you can do that on the other hand. Gotta be flat. So what floor are we gonna, let's use the real floor. Okay? Dick Wilson floor. You can put your other hand here if you want, just to help. So we're gonna lift it up. No tension. Three finger, I'm thinking, I like this, even when it lands further back. Yeah, you can think back finger somewhere in Carlos, but we don't want the tip in the first finger. That's for up here. It's further back, which now you understand. There's no tension. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah. Lift it up. It's going to come to the palm. We get that little gentle follow through. Okay. Now we're going to do four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to lift it up right away. Can't be lethargic at the end. Because you have to get back up if you're going to play 4 notes every time. You'd have to know where the heck. You'd have to lift it up right away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 3, 2. Yeah. Now just do this. Gotta have the floor with the 3-finger grip, and now you know where everything is going to land. You understand the math. You understand the physics. You're starting to feel. You hear the difference. Now you sound like this. That's how Vinny sounds. Vinny doesn't sound like this. Vinny sounds like this, whether you know it or not. Okay, so now we're doing this. You have to lift it up right away. You have to lift it up. 3-finger grip. Think Carlos, where it's going to land. Lift it up. Lift it up. Now the other hand. Lift it up. Now you have to hold it up. Once you lift it up, you have to hold it there. Nope, right, starting to get funky. Find your grip. Find your floor. Show me 2 in the left. Show me an honest to goodness 2. Yep. You're not lifting it back up now. You've lost that. You can't change it now. There you go. Where's your floor? This is even more important. Well, they're both equally important, or the bridge will break down. Find the floor. It's down here. But you have to decide where you're going to start from. We're starting up here now. We're going to use the chat. Yeah, so you're going to turn for 2. You land right there. You didn't lift it back up enough. Your right's higher. There you go. Now the other hand and lift it back up. Lift it up. There you go. Left. You don't need a bunch of stuff. It's tiny. Lift. Now there you go. Lift it back up. Don't go sideways. Other hand. Now the left. Now the right. Now the left. Now the right. Now the left. Now the right. Keep your grip. Just turn. Land on the Carlos spot. Keep doing it. Don't lose your floor. Right. Left. Keep your floor. Right. Left. Right. Right. Lift. Left. Don't forget to lift. Left. Right. Right. Left. Right. Lift. Left. Lift. Floor. Landing Carlos. Left. Right. 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 Come on. Just 3-finger grip. Right's breaking down. Right looks like this now. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, floor. A little faster and create a roll. On, just keep turning. Turn. Oh, you're so close. You just have to learn to put them. It just does that. So one hand would be doing this. Turn it that way.
I started trying to do that, do both of them.
I know this isn't easy for me either. This is tricky. This is the shit. But you got it. You actually have it. So So there's 2 ways I could help you get this. Let me see which one would be better, or I'll try both. Because I will use different sets of words to describe what it is I'm doing. We could do this. But let's just try this first. So you've got this. You have to lift it up. You have to be at the floor so you get the Carlos landing place. Lift. You have to lift it back up. If you don't lift it back up, you won't be able to turn this into the roll that I just showed you. You have to lift it up. All that's happening down at the floor is it doesn't have to go sideways. It just follows through to the butt and base of the palm so slightly you don't even know it. Yeah, now just go tap, 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 tap. And right there in that spot. Yeah, straight faster. You have to land right in that spot and be at the floor. Come on, you gotta lift it up. You don't lift it. Bounces in your lift, bounces in the lift, bounces lift, bounce lift, bounce lift. Don't land hard, just, there you go. It's a Chad. We're almost there. Okay, da-da, 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 da-da. You have to keep this going. Land right on Chad, or right on Carlos. Do that in the other hand. See how fast you can get that, as fast as you can get rid of it. That going out the other hand. Come on. little keep nice and light. Know where you're landing. Da, 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 turn, 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 turn. Just go for it. Turn, turn. Just go for it. Keep your grip and just go. Come on. Turn, 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 turn. Just come on. It'll bounce. It'll bounce. Okay, you got it. You got it. Stop. Stop. You got a double stroke roll today. Right there. You just did. Now it's going to take, because your lights are blinking and flashing and you know, warning, warning, you might just get this. Right? That part of you, well, I won't be the same if I have it. I'm so comfortable not having it. You know, it'll be weird. Okay, you got it. This landing thing, learning to turn your wrist, is slowly but surely, it seeps in like a fungus, whether you know it or not. Okay, so that's what you just got, that's your first time ever playing a double stroke roll with this technique, right? And all you're really doing is observing what is just physics, math, the human body. There's nothing really magical going on. And that's what's magical about art, is that it's not really magic, but it appears to be absolutely magical. So in a sense, maybe it is. Okay, right, but that's what we're doing. See, don't play, you're done, you're done. You should just let this marinate in this. Don't do it, you already have this, dude. Let me show you now. Let me just talk to you, because you just were successful. All you did was you learned that if you have this floor, the stick will land in a certain place, further back, with this grip, forever. That when you do get to the floor, if you want it to rebound, there's a little tiny follow through. It's tiny. No twisty weirdness. It almost feels like a regular single, only it's just a little more time spent at the surface with a little more of a bend, and you get that, it just works. The body does really do this. Take the stick out of your hand. This is what happens at the floor. It's going to be, come bend forward. Let your hand open. Yeah, bend forward. That happens, then come back. That's going to happen. It's going to be tiny. It's going to be this much. See? It does happen. It's true. Right. So all I'm doing is Chad with a floor landing in a very specific place. Don't play. That's all I'm doing. See if I can get my left. Squeeze, release. We haven't quite got into, we're not playing roll strokes yet. Right now we're just trying to get this. Okay. But you got it today. And all I'm doing is Chad. It's going to land right here if I'm at the floor with this grip, and I'm just going to get forever. That's it. You got it. Told you, you never know when magic will be waiting for you just around the corner. You know what to do. It turns and rests. You have to lift it up. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And then you lift it up, timing how many notes you want. You just did it. Yeah. If you want 4, you have to lift it up after you hear the 4th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift. Lift. Be at the floor. Don't pump your arm. Stay at the floor. Turn your wrist. 3. 3. Lift it up faster. 2. Never going to go away. You need now, this is where it's to stop. You were just successful again, and you know it. You look really normal right now. You look golden right now. Don't put the sticks down, because I won't be comfortable if you play again and I need to start teaching you have to know when to, well, it's the anxiety of development, right? You just have to accept that something just happened and then meditate on it and practice. This is where now you're practicing something productive. And now you're practicing something with better understanding. So you're not just willy-nilly doing stuff because your teacher told you to. Now you're beginning to think like an engineer, like a musician who's listening to what it is they're playing. Yes, the tip sounds different than when you come down to the bottom of the beat. Now you're hip enough to know that it changes the location of the moment of force. I mean, you're going to talk to drummers, and you mention moment of force, and they're going to think, "What's this guy talking? What are you talking about?" Right? You know what I'm talking about now. It's very good today. I'm turning off the camera. Don't change a hair for me. All right, very cool.